All right, folks, welcome to the Strong for Life podcast. I'm joined today by my client, Fiona. Myself and Fiona were just chatting, and she's gotten some phenomenal results already in the program. It's less than 2 months she's been working with us. And I wanted her to share her experience so far. So I'm going to go through some of her, what's been going on with her, where she was before joining the program. And yeah, it's just been really inspiring seeing her progress. So Fiona, really appreciate you jumping on and sharing your experience today.
You're welcome. Okay.
Great. Do you want to tell people a bit about who you are, like where you're based, a bit about yourself, your background, and then we'll jump into what's happened.
Okay, sure, thanks. So I live in New Zealand, so in Rotorua, in the middle of the North Island in New Zealand. I'm 62 and I am a diabetes educator at the hospital. So I work 7 days a fortnight, and I've always been very fit and able and active. And so I had a groin strain in November last year, and that slowed me down a little bit. And so I started getting some physio from the hospital physiotherapist, a couple of exercises, and I didn't progress, and there was still the pain. And then I saw Connor's advert on Instagram and thought, oh, great, that's what I'll do. I'll start doing some mobility exercises online.
Do you want to tell a bit more maybe about the situation like 12 weeks ago, like what was going on with the hips? Yeah, maybe go into a bit more detail there.
Sure. Okay, so I had a lot of pain in my right hip, and I was waking in the night with leg pain. And when I'd go for my 2 to 3K walk from home, I was getting leg and hip pain, and my leg pain was both in the front of my leg and behind. And I'd have to take pain relief, like 2 paracetamol before going out for a walk. And I began to think, oh, gee, this is how my life's going to be now because I've hit this age. And I went and saw my GP, and she said, well, no, you don't qualify for a hip replacement. This is not the time to do that. So I thought I'd just have to take as much medication as I could and do what I could on my own steam.
Yeah. Were there any things you were worried about, like in that position 12 weeks ago?
Absolutely. I started thinking that I would have to maybe relook at my job. Will I be able to continue working the way I do? We're quite mobile around the hospital, and we get down to children's level, and we're quite active. And then sometimes sitting quite a lot at a computer. And this is one aspect of being on the EverFit program that has really improved. I'm really aware of getting up and out of my chair every hour. Sometimes there's a lag, but I'm much more aware of that. And it's actually spread through the whole office. So that's a good thing. Yeah.
What do you mean? How's the spread?
So I'm in an office with sometimes 2, sometimes 3 other colleagues, and they can be sitting at the screen like I used to be for 2 hours nonstop, just tapping away or phoning. And now they're more likely to get up when I get up, and I'll say, hey, you've been sitting there for quite a while. Oh yes, we must get up and go for a walk. So we do. And we actually go downstairs to the cafeteria, get outside and take a break. So really a good thing.
That's so good. Yeah, that's amazing. Let's talk about when you were looking at options out there. We were having a conversation. What were you maybe skeptical about before coming into the program?
Oh, sure. So this is talking to someone on the other side of the world that I didn't know. And Connor is a person that I'd just seen his photo and a short video clip on Instagram, and I didn't know him. And so I wasn't sure if this was a scam or if this could be for real. And after I had the hour conversation with Connor, and he seemed genuine and asked all the right sort of questions about hip mobility and my general way of living, I thought, oh yeah, he seems okay, and this seems fine. And so yeah, I was happy to commit because I was in a position that I wanted to invest in my own health, and so this has worked out really well for me.
Yeah, it's always interesting, you know, I think even if you're like there's more trust, even though you might know the person. If I was in New Zealand as an example, or like
Yeah.
if I was looking at someone maybe in Ireland, even though we might know each other, they mightn't even be in the same country. It just seems like there's more trust sometimes. So yeah, if you know, random
Mm.
guy in a random country
Yeah.
on the other side of the world, it's a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
um, so let's talk about breakthroughs. Like when,
Right.
at what point were you like, okay, wow, this is actually really starting to have an impact, or I'm feeling different?
Okay, for me, it was at about the 2 week mark. I've been doing the program 5 days a week, and I thought, wow, this is great. My hip pain had reduced. I was able to walk down the road free of pain, no pain relief. I wasn't waking in the night with leg and hip pain, and I was actually starting to feel better. And I'd actually trimmed down a little bit around the waist too. So that was a lot of bonus, a lot of help. Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
So trimming
Yeah.
down, like what do you think helped with that?
The exercises I was doing. I wasn't doing the range of exercises that you've got me doing.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. Any other breakthroughs you felt over the last few weeks?
Oh, absolutely, a lot, to be honest. The coaching program, the prompts about putting down your knife and fork, including protein or protein awareness every day, most meals. Uh, Oh, having a minute's silence in my car before I leave for work. I just close my eyes and clock it, and that just really gives me a lot of peace and chills me at the beginning of the day. I'm really enjoying that. And I'm much more aware of my posture since I've been doing this program. And yeah, it's benefited me in a lot of ways. I'm really happy. Yeah.
I like the way you're sharing, like just it's not like small incremental habits that you've adopted
Yeah.
and applied, which is really cool. Like it's like you said, a minute of meditation. It's not a half an hour or an hour, but you're feeling the benefits of doing that.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of impact have you felt with these changes already?
Oh, I feel fantastic. My confidence every morning I wake up feeling great. My sleep has been better. I've not been having broken sleep, which was occasional, but on a regular basis, like maybe 2 or 3 nights a week uh, before the program. But now I'm unlikely to waken through the night, and I feel refreshed, and I'm feeling really confident in myself.
Yeah, that's so good. And you were
Yeah.
saying like you're a bit fearful of moving or of work and those things. How are you feeling about that now?
Oh, I can move really freely now. I can get up and down from the floor to upright easily, smoothly in one movement, no creaking, no pain, which was the case before. Yeah, I was fearful of having another groin strain. That's how I did my first groin strain from being down low to going high. And
Mhm.
yeah, didn't want to go there again. So yeah.
Right. Who would you recommend the program for? Who would you think would benefit from this program?
Well, anybody that had similar problems to me, hip pain or reduced mobility or reduced flexibility, like if you couldn't get on your bike, which was my situation, or even having a strain getting in and out of a car. If you notice the changes, get in early on. I'm now wishing I was on a program like this 5 to 10 years ago, which would have strengthened up my hips and maybe have avoided any injury. But here I am. This is great. I'm enjoying it and know that this an answer to reduce mobility and flexibility in my hips, and I don't have to go to a gym, and I don't, and there's going to be a positive outcome for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share about the gym? You were saying, Laser, you were
Oh,
sharing that
sure.
before we went live. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went and did a body scan at our local gym, and there's a young guy there offered me a free trial. And so I thought, yeah, I'll take up the free trial, see what they can offer me. And I used to go to the gym about 8 to 10 years ago and had a program set then. So I thought, oh, I'll compare what that was like to what they're going to offer me here now in this time. And anyway, he showed me 3 different machines and instantly put a 10 kilo weight on each side of a like a bicep machine. So I tried to keep my form, and I achieved what he wanted me to do, but it was really hard. And then the other 2 machines he put me through was equally as difficult, and it felt really heavy, and I was concerned I might injure myself. And I thought, this is not what I want. This is so opposite to what I'm doing on the EverFit program. And I thought, no way, it just cancelled it for me to join the gym, and I'm getting more benefit on what I'm doing with the EverFit program. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Amazing. Well, look, Fiona, like, as I said, I think this is going to help a lot of people who maybe aren't sure what to do, or that there's, this is just the way it is until they get a hip replacement. So yeah, just really appreciate you taking the time, and also just it's been awesome to see you take action on everything and now get the benefits and the outcomes.
It's cool. I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled. And yeah, I can't wait to share with my sisters as well. They haven't seen me since I started the program, and one of them's got a similar problem. So, but she's declined your kind offer to have a month's trial, Connor. She's doing her own thing. I thought, okay, cool. We'll compare notes when I see her.
Yeah, you can show her stuff anyway when you see her,
Oh, thank you. Hey, one question I wanted to ask you was, after the program's over, how can I maintain the goodness?
One sec, I'll just